Hello, guys. As you all may be aware, we have 5 days for the DV lottery results to be released on May 4th. And I've got an important information for those of you that are going to be selected and those of you that are going to win, right? You need two important things. If you don't have one or the other, then even if you get selected, you need to scratch that, right? So, I know most of you have come to us with so many questions, and we are going to deliver, right? We're going to make videos of all the things that you're requesting for. How to find a host, how to fill the DS-260 form, um, how to apply for your visa, interview, like so many questions, right? People, talk about, uh, there are no visa interview dates in my country, and just a whole lot of questions. We are going to bring you the video, right? But there are two things that I don't want you to miss because, it confuses people, right? So it is one thing winning, and it is one thing getting the DV lottery visa. So when you win, you need to confirm your qualification, and when you go for your visa interview, you also need to confirm your qualifications. And there are only two ways that you can qualify. There are only two ways. And if you check on the website of the DV lottery, they says that if you don't have these two, one or the other, then don't even consider moving forward with your DV lottery application. All right. So you may be wondering, what are these two things? You've already probably seen it on your screen. And it's the high school degree and a working experience, or working experience. I will not say and. So most of you have come with questions like, I don't have a high school degree. Um, I have MVTI certificate. I have a degree. I have a PhD. So, guys, regardless of the degree you have, regardless of the certification you have, if you want to qualify based on the school option or education option, you must have a high school degree. And a high school degree is not a university degree. It is not all it is a senior high school degree. So you need to count from when you started kindergarten to when you completed high school. It must be 12 years of equivalent. 12 years. So if you don't have this high school degree, then you do not qualify. You are not eligible for the visa. So you don't even have to continue with it. And there is an increasing trend that we've discovered, right? That people that have failed, I mean, if they have an F in their high school certificate or results, then you are likely going to be, um, you are likely not going to be issued a visa. So please take note. You are not expecting to have all A's or B's, at least a pass. Usually in English or maths should be sufficient, right? Because you need to be able to prove and show that can communicate better, and at least simple mathematics or arithmetic when it comes to money and things like that, you will be able to have your way around. So the job experience. Let's talk about it for a little bit. So with this, as you can see clearly on your screen, your job experience must fall within job zone 4 and 5. So someone will ask, what is the job zone? The job zone is simply, it is 5 job zones, 1 through 5. And it is simply just based on the amount of preparation or the amount of education or the amount of apprenticeship or experience that you will need in order to be able to do that job. Right. So the reason why job zones 1, 2, and 3 do not qualify is that it requires less preparation, it requires less formal education. So it must be job zone 4 and 5. So those of you that went to vocational schools, even if you're a supervisor or a manager, you may not be eligible. All right. So for you to be able to check that, you go to this website on your screen and type in the name of your job. So for example, a cleaning supervisor, a maintenance supervisor, or an electrician supervisor or an electrician. Whatever your job role is, type it in there and click on search. And you're going to scroll down until you see where it says the job zone as well as the rating, the SVP rating. So the rating must be 7.0 and above. Anything below that means you are not eligible for the visa. So guys, please take note of these two things, right? Even though you need a passport, I had someone saying, oh, but the passport is expensive, so um do I need to get my passport now? What if I don't get selected, right? If you have ambitions of traveling, the passport is not just only used for traveling, it's also an identification. So that is the way that you can show that you have faith, right? Don't expect to wait for the opportunity to come before you go and pay. So now is the best time for you to go and have your passport, right? You need money and all that. All those things, money you can get it later. But these two things that I talked about, your education qualification and your work experience qualification, guys, if you don't have it, I'm sorry, you will not be eligible for the visa. So there are a lot of processes, that goes through from getting from getting selected until finally getting your visa. So stick with us on this channel. You are going to answer all the questions that you have, and we hope that at least this video clarifies that because so many questions have come. Well, I have MVT, I have this, because they wanted to make it universal standard. That is why they said you need a high school degree, because there are some people that possible have a degree but they don't have a high school degree. So if you are matured, a mature student, you may probably go through MVTI, probably use that to go and get a diploma. They use the diploma to go and get a degree, right? So that is why they said to avoid all of that, everybody must have, anybody that wishes to qualify on the education must have the high school degree. And the high school degree is simply the senior high school certificate examination, or the results, the WAEC, right? The high school. So please take note of it. And if you know that your job is just an apprenticeship type, regardless of how high you have even gone through in the ranks, most likely you will not be eligible, because it may either be below the job zone 4, or it's going to be in job zone 4, but you have an SVP rating of below 7.0. So just go to the website that I showed you earlier on and type it in to see if you don't have the high school degree and you are trying to qualify with a work experience. Then check it out for yourself. If you don't have it, I will not encourage you to even go forward and pay all the monies that you are going to pay, only for you not to be eligible. So it's two things that you don't need both. You need one or the other. It's either you are qualifying on the education front or you are qualifying on the work experience. So guys, we're praying for you. We are praying with you. May 4th, 5 days. And we will be we'll come your way with more videos explaining all the DV lottery process. So stick with us. Make sure you give us, subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you'll be the first person to be notified when our videos comes out. If you haven't watched our video on how to check the results, please go check it out. We have a lot of amazing videos in our DV lottery playlist that we would like to encourage you to go check it out. So guys, stay safe. I'm working in my neighborhood. I'm off work today. I'm working in my neighborhood, and there are some myths around the DV lottery that will also come and dispel those myths, right? If you get uh, you know if you get selected, there are so many myths that some people talk about that will come your way and dispel all those myths. So, guys, till we come your way again next time, stay blessed.